Howdy folks, welcome back to Cray Outdoors. Today we are back at Lake Erie Tributary. Got on my old spinning rod for steelhead as well as my new center pin. And I'm yet to catch a steelhead on it. I'm yet to catch a steelhead in 2019, and I'm yet to catch a steelhead so far this steelhead season, believe it or not. Went 2018 without catching one, unless you count those little smolt, which I guess they're Washington strain, but I don't know. I don't really count those. They come right from the hatchery and haven't made it to the lake yet. Well, my friends are upstream somewhere. I'm definitely going to meet up with them, but I don't know. Right now, when life gives you an open hole, it seems stupid not to fish it. So that's what we're going to do. I got to show you guys this thing, though. I bought one for my dad for Christmas, and of course I had to buy one for myself. My buddy Dustin introduced me to this new bait cup. See the minnows swimming happy, flip it upside down, and they all come to the top. You just hook this thing right on your belt loop. Perfect for steelhead fishing with minnows. Just got a little split shot on and a little hook. Gonna hook our minnow through the lips. The hook that I can transition right to egg sacs if they want sacs instead of minnows, but personally I tend to do best with minnows. And I'm not a great steelhead fisherman, you guys know that, but there, I thought I had a bite. Nothing on it. One picked it up for a second though. I figured out where they're hanging out. Hanging out right underneath that tree. Alright, my friends got here just in time. I did not film the bite, that's the key. I film it, they don't hit. Yeah, perfect. Sweet. Alrighty, Mr. Steelhead. He's a fresh one. Well, that's why I was going to run up and meet you guys, but I was like, no one's here. I'm not going to pass up an open hole. Well, it came off, just missed my first stocky of the day. Makes me wonder about some of the bites I was getting on the minnow, if they're the stupid little ones taking it. My friends are making the move to a different spot. I'm going to join them, but real quick I do want to make the move to the hole around the bend here where I was catching them last year. See what we can catch down here. I switched out the minnow pole. I finally broke off on a snag, so switched out to the old Warden's flatfish. It's usually how I catch them in here, so you know, I caught my one on a minnow, so I caught my one cheater fish. Let's see if I can get one to hit an artificial. Go ahead and film this cast. This looks like a good run of water right here. It's always fun when this lure gets chomped. I don't know if I've really gotten a hit on... I've gotten salmon hitting it on film. This thing gets chomped. It's just the most fun way to catch them. There we go. I didn't get that hit on film, but I didn't see the hit really myself. See how you work plugs, just nice and slow. Just kind of let it sit there in the current. This one's a fighter. Ooh. See a little cubby over here I can bring him into. It's not that big. It's a fresh fish today. He's a fighter. I'm gonna bring him over here and beach him into this little hole right here. The other nice thing about plugs is, you know, they're not really taking the time to examine your egg sac. So, I guess what I'm saying is I don't have a light leader on here. I've just got it straight to the 8-pound main line. So, that's always fun. Alright, well, steely number 2. Get you off the hook here. I want to try and not get my rod in the sand, if possible. This one is on an artificial plug. Cool. Alright, well, let you go. I don't want you to go in there. I want you to go in the main creek. There you go, buddy. Cool. I think I got that hit on film and all. I really should be throwing the plug on the center pin. Get used to using it. I think it'd be a more effective way to drift these things too, but it's one of the big differences with plugs compared to, I don't know, a spinner or something. I mean, we're literally casting it out and letting it drift about as far as my spinning rod will let me drift, because it's a floating lure. You just let it drift all the way down in that current, and then eventually you just kind of stop it. Nope, we just got taken. Oh no, my reel's busted or something. Now he's just a super hard fighting fish. Holy cow. I'm glad I got that on film. You can see the minute we stopped it, the second I started putting pressure against that plug, and it wobbled probably twice, and that thing just obliterated it. Alright, finally getting some good steelhead action on film here. Wow, he obliterated it. Holy smokes. That's a nicer one. That's a beauty. That's a real beauty. Alright, this one we're going to get a picture of and whatnot. Did you hear my drag screaming? Holy smokes, when he hit that so hard. I had a hard time getting a good picture of that one, but my friends left. I told them I was just going to try around the bend and then I'd meet up with them. Now I'm debating. We're running out of time. It's going to be dark soon. Other than getting a little sand in the gears, my $20 Walmart reel is doing just fine. I'm just not used to hooking into fresh steelhead. It's been so long. Catching these walleye don't go on runs like that. I thought my drag broke or something, the fact he was zipping the drag like that. It's just a fresh, hard-fighting fish is all. That's funny. And I do like using actually cheap Walmart reels when I'm steelhead fishing. The reel ends up getting sand on it every time, and I don't know, rather than buy an expensive new reel every year, it's cheaper to buy a $20 reel every year. Alright, well, seem to have finally, the plug bite seems to have slowed down, so see if anything happens on the center pin here. Bobber just ticked. We're on, baby. Oh. Still not super used to using the center pin here yet. There we go. There's a bite. Right, set it, I guess. I think that was a stocky. That was not biting like anything decent. Let's go down here more. They seem to be down here, but I don't want to spook them either, though. Still getting used to this whole center pin casting deal. Line off the water. Alright, there we go. Spin, darn you. There we go. Alright, no! I missed him again! Holy cow! Alright, this is definitely a fish. I felt it. Whew. Alright, I gotta do a better setup with the center pin, man. They're here. Well, I mean, I'm getting hits on the plug, I'm getting hits on this thing, I just can't hook them all of a sudden. Granted, that one I just missed right then, I saw it, it was a smaller fish, it was only about a 1-footer. But, we're gonna try and catch a fish again. When I'm prepared for a hit, then they don't hit. Alrighty, well, as you can see, it's getting dark, so we're gonna get out of here. Leaving the creek, we got 3 steelhead. I'm happy with that. I'm no Bill and Mike. 3 steelhead is a good day for me, especially that third fish. That was probably going to be one of my highlight hits of the year. That was awesome, and I got the whole thing on film, so I had fun. Could have been a Bill and Mike day for me, man. Holy cow. I missed probably a dozen or so fish on the center pin. Some of them I saw were little stockies, but some of them were big, nice fish, too. I'm just not used to using this thing yet, so, you know, I'm just starting to get the hang of it. Minnows seem to be the way to go today. That bait up bait cup is really, really awesome. Definitely worth the money investment. and really cool thing. So anyway, we're going to get out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Be sure to subscribe.